Welcome to So You Think You Can Write, where we give serious writing critique without taking ourselves too seriously. My name is Lindsay, and with me here today is
Janette, Rallison,
Torsha Baker,
Booher, and this episode is brought to you by Writers Clearinghouse. Visit writerch.com to get more information about writing and agents and editors and move your career forward.
There we go. All right, this month we are doing the last page of the first chapter. We want to try something a little bit different, and so we are really kind of judging whether we reach the end of the chapter. Are we compelled enough to read the next chapter? The beginning of the chapter would be the one that would be more of the, are we going to read the whole book? Do we like that, the premise or anything? But this kind of really focuses more on how you wrap up that first chapter and do you do so successfully. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and read, because this is romance, and I would just buzz it like immediately because it's romance, so I'm going to read.
So Randy would buzz it at the title. It says romance.
I would buzz it right now. Here we go.
So take Randy's buzzer away because he is not romantic. I've talked to his wife and she can confirm that Randy's not romantic.
All right, title of this is Just Hailey's Romance. Another knock sounded at the front door, prompting my feet to move. I actually felt excited. Was I about to meet a real spy?
That's a run-on sentence.
That is.
I actually felt excited. That's one sentence. Was I about to meet a real spy? That's another sentence. So
okay.
my fifth grade English teacher would be proud. Sorry, it's a run-on sentence, and that would.
don't they call it a splicing sentence splice? Like, right? That I got that so much
This isn't
from
about
my editors.
grammar.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Okay.
it kind of just I just go it kind of bugs me. So I would
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
Sorry,
He's being the grammar Nazi today.
I am. I'm the grammar Nazi today.
Is that because you're writing on the book, right? Doesn't
Probably.
it? Okay. Are Nazis in your book?
No, there's no.
Okay, never mind.
No, anyway.
I was off
It's
on
Argentina,
space.
you never know.
Maybe I'll put some in now.
Yeah. A gorgeous Peruvian one at that. I placed my hand on the door handle, sucking in a fortifying breath. A sudden alarm went off in my head. What if this guy was actually my future? Could that be the unpredictable yet predictable twist in the plot here? What if he wasn't meant for Anna after all, and found he actually preferred her not quite as beautiful, not quite as short, not quite as flowery smelling roommate? That just sounds off. Okay.
It's voice.
Keep
All right.
reading.
My brow wrinkled. Did Anna even smell like flowers? Probably not. Corn syrup was more likely. I raised my arm, doing another quick once-over, sniffing with high hopes. Perhaps my smell had miraculously changed. It hadn't. Still nothing. Was it too much to ask for even a trace scent of vanilla? I dropped my arm, disappointed, but twisted the handle all the same, expecting to see a tall, dark-haired, swarthy-looking, blue-eyed, musky-smelling, broad-shouldered Peruvian standing before me. Our eyes instantly locked, as they should have, my breath catching in surprise. He was completely different than I had expected, and yet exactly the same. Instead of the dark-looking spy, a tall, blonde-haired girl, light-skinned, dark-eyed, not sure... Did I say the wrong thing?
A tall, blonde-haired, light-skinned. There's no girl.
Sorry.
Oh, it's just totally changing this romance.
Light skin.
I would keep reading to this one. Go, I gotta figure this one out. That's for sure.
Light skin,
Man,
dark eyes.
broad-shouldered man.
Not sure if he smelled musky or not. Broad-shouldered man of some nationality stood expectantly before me. He almost fit the bill, but didn't look at all Peruvian. California Dreamboat fit his description much better. "You're the spy," I blurted out, immediately slapping a hand over my mouth as his brow pinched in confusion. "I'm probably not supposed to know that. Do you have to kill me now?" Yeah, that's it.
That's how it is.
I think my favorite part was that last line.
Yeah.
So you have to kill me now.
This had great voice.
Yes, that was probably the best strength about this entire page was the voice was really strong. Again, I think there's some grammar issues, but again, you can overlook that. Maybe kind of get an editor to kind of help you clean that up. But I really do like the voice as well. You kind of get a lot of her thoughts.
Oh, it's all thoughts.
You can
There's
tell
a
you can
entire
tell
page of
that
thoughts.
she's kind of all over the place and you're real nervous, like you would be on a first date. You know, all those emotions that you would go through in meeting someone and wondering if this is the one or that sort of thing. It's actually pretty well done. Not very many Peruvians have blue eyes, so I thought that was intriguing to me. Also, there turned out not to be a Peruvian, at least we don't think it is, so that was intriguing. So there's some good tension there as well. And again, this is where we've opened the door and we get a peek, and then the door,
Yeah.
and we go, okay, I gotta go see what's in
Right,
that room.
I would
So,
definitely turn the page because I want to see
yeah.
his reaction.
Is he gonna kill her?
Yeah, is he the, I don't know, the pizza boy or something?
Right.
I mean,
Is this a mistaken identity,
Yeah.
or is this bad timing, or what is it? Yeah, it's curious. So,
so good job.
Uh,
Randy's not saying anything.
No, I agree with the voice. I do feel like I'm a little confused about the corn syrup thing, but I'm sure
Yeah.
that's explained beforehand. If it isn't, make sure it is.
Yeah, same for the
I thought that was
Trace vanilla.
funny.
Yeah, but I'm like, well, what's the correlation with the corn syrup? So anyway, I'm sure it's explained beforehand, so I'm sure it's probably not an issue. We are on the last page of the first chapter. I was a little, I don't want to say confused, but I think it didn't quite hit the mark that you were looking for with me, but this may be just totally me, but the whole, she raised her arm, doing another quick once over, sniffing with high hopes, so she smelled her armpit. Perhaps my smell had miraculously changed. It hadn't, still nothing, and then asking for a scent of vanilla. I'm like, well, just go to the store. They have vanilla scented deodorant everywhere. So that one, I think it didn't quite hit it for me, I think, for what you were going for. I don't know if I'm the only one. For me, I'm just kind of going, well, do you stink bad? Like, just go get deodorant, So, but I don't know, but maybe she just got done with a workout. Maybe that's why and since I'm not seeing what happened right before this, if that's not the case, then maybe I would kind of change that up a bit. Maybe say something on like, oh, I should put some perfume on, and then her go, I don't have perfume, I just smell like Dove shampoo, like that's not very romantic. I don't know, something along those lines, if that's more what you were going for there. But but the voice was good.
That part to me felt a little bit more like a young adult, and I think because this is college, that it's a little bit older, but.
Yeah.
but if you look at, again, the scene itself, good use of all the senses.
Yeah.
The sense of smell brought in multiple times, and in a funny way even, was actually, the corn syrup made me laugh, because I know there's probably some funny story behind that, and so I chuckled, but
that was referring to Anna, not her.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
But look at how she used the,
But then she never really said what she smelled like.
She didn't, but the point is she's bringing in, she
Nonsense.
likes,
Yeah.
for this character, this must be something about this character, the smell must be important, because she refers to about Anna, about herself, the musky smelling, broad-shouldered, I mean,
That's true.
so a good, obviously I could grab onto this character and could say smell is important to this character for some reason, so, anyway.
And I hope it is. Yeah, I hope it is for sure. Anyway, but I loved the ending. I loved that you brought in a new story question right when it ended. Is he gonna kill me now? And who is this guy? Like, this is not what I expected. And why is this person here instead of what I had expected? So we have a couple questions that you start up before ending it. So that's gonna propel us to turn the next page to get those questions answered. So well done there.
Randy, you haven't said much.
The important thing is it does have a read-on prompt, like Torsha just was describing. That's correct. I mean, so for someone who's going to read romance, this is a very appropriate read-on prompt. I have some problems with what I think there's a lot of grammar issues in there, and especially the exclamation point, question mark combo. I
yeah.
think
You're not
like
supposed to do
the
that.
editors
Yeah.
are like,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a super big, don't ever do
So
that
this is the
ever.
problem with listening to it, not reading, but yeah, it had still nothing, exclamation point. Agents and editors don't like it when you use exclamation points in internal font.
Yes.
So,
If you want to emphasize something, use italics. If you really need that emphasis there, but
Yeah.
for internal thought.
Right.
Just hire a good copy editor to fix these things.
And if you do have an explanation point in dialogue, you have to be, that character better be yelling. You know,
Yes.
so if you do not imagine her actually yelling it,
Raising their
that
voice.
shouldn't be there.
And there is an excessive amount of ing words and ly adverbs, tons of both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I-
You want me to circle them? I can-
Yeah.
Oh,
I
there's,
can go
they're
through and I can-
expectantly, likely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, they're all over the place.
See, I just missed
so-
that.
It's good to speak, and it's not too difficult.
Well,
to
what is
pick
that?
those up.
Well, the nice thing is, Janette,
Yeah.
it tells you that the voice was strong enough and
Yes.
carried you forward in spite of those things. So it's an easy thing to fix,
It is a
Right.
strong voice.
right?
Right, well, and yeah, because I think that's a little bit part of her character, because you can tell she's like really, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say like passionate Deanie, you know? Some combination of those where she really would use the word miraculously and instantly. And
Yes.
Yeah,
She
so-
lives in the superfluous.
Yeah.
Not superfluous, superlative. Well, it's maybe superfluous too, but anyway.
How are you losing words that are just?
one of those things, I'll
I don't
pretend
know
I
that word.
know what he was talking about right there.
All right, so let's go ahead and judge. I'm going to start. I'm going to give it a set, and I'm going to give it a set for the grammar, and I think the overuse of ing and ly words. I think it really needs to go through and get an edit on that. The voice is good, and it has a good read-on prompt. That's why I'm not giving it a right.
I want to give it a ready, but there are things that, you know, as they've mentioned, that you need to clean up. So I'm like a ready minus, you know, like just.
Which we don't have.
Which is called
We're making
set.
it up. Yeah, set then, I guess, okay, technical.
Yeah, I agree. Set, same reasons that I mentioned and everybody else mentioned, so.
Yep, and I'm going to agree with
Great.
everyone else. I'm not a ready minus, I'm a set. And so, well, I could be a right plus, but that would also be a set. So, but I think the voice is strong and the read on prompt is strong, and so, yeah, nice job. Just clean it up.
Okay, so there it is. Do you agree with our assessment? Would you continue reading as you got to enter this chapter, and would this compel you to move forward? Please feel free to leave comments in the comment section, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Otherwise, until next time, get ready.
Get set, right?
All right, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and don't forget that we have a new sponsor this year. Our friend Ben Grange with Writers Clearinghouse is offering all the prize support for this year, and the winner each month will get a first 10-page manuscript evaluation for free.
Yep, and then the winner of the full year is going to get a full manuscript critique
Wow.
from agents and editors, guys. These are top guys.
That have worked in the industry and really know their stuff. I mean, that's big. Okay, and then you can find out more about Ben Grange and the Writers Clearinghouse at www.writersch, as in clearinghouse, writersclearinghouse.com.